So hello everyone, and thank you so much for giving me this time today. I'm Valeria Maldonado. I'm a Peruvian textile artist, and I just graduated from the MFA Textiles program at Parsons. So today I will be showing you my thesis project. It's called Gentle Structures, Making Space Through Textiles. A little bit about myself. I consider myself a textile sculptor, and I incorporate my architectural background into my textile practice, and I mostly create three-dimensional work. So this project is a series of textile sculptures that explore the physical and psychological environments humans inhabit. So I examine themes of containment, space, and the maternal strength of nature. These sculptures embody different environments within themselves, and they often reconfigure architectural principles from a feminist perspective. So mostly have vessel shapes, and they symbolize containment and habitation, and are also inspired by the natural protective enclosures throughout human history. So from the womb to nomadic cultures, shelters such as huts and tents, and even the vessels that will hold our remains when we die. So I want my textiles to reflect our journey of growth while also introspecting of life and the inevitable passage of time. So the inspiration for my work comes from the concept of creating and inhabiting space in various forms, as I was explaining. As a woman, being capable of creating space within my body, and as an architect, being able to design space for others. That's how I became fascinated on how humans engage with space, and they also engage with space throughout history. Also, my Peruvian roots, especially the coastal landscape of Lima, it really influenced my reflections on water and rock as primary elements of life. So my work, I would say, is both analytical as it is also nostalgic. And much of my inspiration of color and texture actually comes from my childhood, the earthy tones of my brick-colored apartment, my mother's teal eyes, and the coastal scenery of my hometown in Lima. So for the techniques I used in this work, I tried to push the boundaries of textiles, but blending traditional methods of textiles like human scale tapestry looms, Bronze Age sprang, coiling, and basket weaving from the Peruvian coast, while also introducing a contemporary interpretation or my contemporary approach. And also the materials I use come from my Peruvian heritage. I used alpaca yarn, sisal rope, junco alongside clays and ochres, and this helps me blend, have a combination of textures that are reminiscent of natural rock formations. And everything is also hand dyed exclusively with natural dyes to ensure environmentally friendly colors. And the addition of clays and dirts for different parts of the world also gives this geographical and cultural dimension to my sculptures. So I would show you a little bit about the techniques, starting with basketry, using mostly Peruvian junco, that is a Peruvian type of common reed, either in a wicker basketry technique or a variation of the Peruvian technique called sombrero, that's from the north. And then natural dyes ranging from indigo, catechu, madder, marigold, cochineal, and pea flower. Coiling was an important technique in all of my sculptures. I see it as a low-tech 3D printing almost, and it's really changed the way you can create volume and the way you can create three-dimensionality within textiles. With this technique, I mostly use a hand-dyed sisal rope. Also, tapestry weaving is a very important part of my practice, specifically, well, plain weave, but also waffle weave that is reminiscent of river structures. And I really wanted to have that duality between the architectural side and the woven structure. And sprang, also an important technique as a part of my collection, is from the Bronze Age, and it was traditionally used in multiple countries, including Peru. And it only uses a work that intertwines itself. It's more similar to knitting than weaving, really. It gives a lot of stretch, and it has a big capability of holding space, which I found very interesting. And in all of my work, I end the textile process using clay, sands, bioresins, and minerals to give aspect of caves or rocks, and also for structural foundation as well. So that's an important part. And I'll show you a little close up of
It's
the bigger.
time, Valeria.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.